Welcome back to the Schoolhouse Museum and our exhibit, The Collection. The Schoolhouse Museum opened its doors to the public on April 23, 1955, under the direction of the Paramus Historical and Preservation Society, now known as the Ridgewood Historical Society. The society was formed in 1949 by the pastor and the Ladies' Aid Society from the old Paramus Church. Their goal was to promote an appreciation and knowledge of local history. The collection celebrates 60 years of preservation efforts by the Society and showcases many of our treasured artifacts. As you enter the exhibit hall, your eyes will be immediately drawn to our blue and white woven coverlet made for Andrew Van Deen in 1845. The coverlet was woven locally and was most likely a wedding present, as Andrew was married in June of that year. Today, North and South Van Deen Avenues are familiar to local residents and runs the length of the village of Ridgewood. Across the room, folded in a display case, is Eleanor Van Deen's woven coverlet. Eleanor was Andrew's mother. Bergen County master weaver David D. Haring wove this coverlet. It is dated 1835, and Haring's initials are stitched into the corner block. Two other coverlets are on display: a summer applique spread from the late 19th century and a white coverlet made by Naughty Webb in 1825. A local family generously donated this coverlet to the museum. Also featured in this display is Ida Graydon's silver coffee and tea service, engraved with her initials and the year 1873. Ida was Samuel Graydon's mother. In 1910, and again in 1925, Samuel, who lived on Linwood Avenue, donated land to the village of Ridgewood. In 1931, the village named it Graydon Park. It is now known as Graydon Pool. Our 19th century pottery collection is a delightful mix of colors and shapes. The blue and white spongeware stands on a shelf above the gray and blue salt glaze pottery. In the cupboard is our collection of redware made from clay found along the Hackensack River. George Wolfkiel, a Bergen County potter, created the beautifully shaped redware pie plates. Dr. William Vroom served the Ridgewood area for over 70 years. He was a doctor, pharmacist, and a surgeon, making his own bandages with this small sewing machine and using this suture kit to stitch up wounds. He delivered over 3,000 babies and lived to be 100 years old. In 1898, President William McKinley called men into service to fight in the Spanish-American War. The families of Thomas Barber and H.P. Doane gave the museum these Spanish-American War artifacts: a New Jersey militia uniform, a canteen, a mess kit, discharge papers, and a medal commemorating service in the war. This 16-week war resulted in the United States gaining possession of Puerto Rico, Guam, Guantanamo Bay, and the Philippines. The collection further includes a sampling of our Dutch artifacts. The early Dutch settlers were farmers. Displayed here are an assortment of wooden farm and kitchen tools. Many of the kitchen tools shown here are familiar in size and function, but today are made from plastic and metal. Of particular beauty is this maple wood bowl owned by the Ackerman family. Today, Ackerman Avenue is a major road connecting the village of Ridgewood and Glen Rock. One of the museum's most extensive collections are our men's and women's personal belongings. Visitors will enjoy men's vests and walking sticks, detachable collars, and top hats. A straw shaker hat worn in the 1860s to protect a woman's face and neck from the sun is also on display. Fans, kid gloves, beaded purses, umbrellas, hats, and dressing gowns are beautiful examples of high society fashion in the 19th century. Of special interest are Henrietta Hawes' beautifully tailored jackets from her 1897 trousseau. Mrs. Hawes was the first woman elected to the Ridgewood Board of Education, serving as its president in 1938. She was president of the Women's Club, designer of Oakcroft, and head of the Bergen County Emergency Relief Organization. Hawes Elementary School was named in her honor. Rounding out the collection are musical instruments from the 1800s, baskets, and stone tools, all of which were found locally and were used by the Lenape Indians. As you can tell, there is much to see at the Schoolhouse Museum this year. I hope you will take the time to visit and enjoy the collection and learn more about our local history.